Let us see the next question. On 1st of March at 11 o'clock, price of Reliance Petroleum Limited security is rupees 600. Mr. X is expecting the price of the security will fall down, so he is selling security at the rate of rupees 600 in spot market. Highlight the portion without holding it. At 2 o'clock, as per expectation of Mr. X, price of security decreases to 580. At that time, he is purchasing the security. You are required to calculate the profit or loss that Mr. X is able to make from above transactions. I want you to give answer of the question in the chat box, say for the first part of the question. So over here, friends, we understand that the transaction is provided to us that say at the rate of 600 the security is sold, and later on so it has been purchased at the rate of 580. So selling price is 600 and later on say before end of the market you purchased it at 580. So entering into two opposite transactions in a day is technically called intraday transactions, and in this intraday transaction there is a profit of 20 rupees. That is what we understand is the answer of the first part of the question. We are writing answer. Before that, so I would like to have a discussion with you further. The second question is explain short position on cash market. Now let us understand that say what does the term short position in the cash market mean. Friends, over here, as per the information given, at 11 o'clock the transaction is entered upon to sell the security. It has been provided to us that say you do not have the security and you have entered into the transaction for sale, because at that point of time you don't have to give the delivery of the security, you just have to book the transaction based on say, a certain amount of the margin which you already have with the broker. At 2 o'clock say you have say squared off your contract. It means that say you entered into the transaction to buy. During this time period, it is considered technically that say you are having say short position on the cash market. What do we understand with the term short position on cash market? It means that say you have entered into the transaction for selling of an underlying asset, that is selling of the security without holding it, is given a technical name as the short position on cash market. It is also given a name as naked short position. Naked short position means that say you have a transaction for sale without holding it. So over here say from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock you are having say the short position on cash market. That is what we understand. Friends, the questions that say we have seen earlier, in which say a trader who is entering into the forward contract to buy an underlying asset is also given a technical name as you are long on forward. You are entering into the forward contract to sell an underlying asset. It is say given a name as so the short on forward contract. So the transaction of the sale is say termed as short and transaction of the buy is say considered as long. The third question is very similar, that we understand, say explain long position on the cash market. That's very simple. Let us say that say I am holding 10 equity shares of a company, that is say simple given a name as I am long on that stock. Long on stock means I am holding that security. Suppose I have 10 equity shares of the Tata Consultancy Services, then in that case say I am long on TCS. Long means say you are purchasing the stock. That is what say we understand is the long position on cash market. Simply you are holding the security. Fourth question, in which situation a trader takes long position on cash market and short position on cash market? Write answer in the chat box please. So we understand that it is very simple that a trader will take the long position if at all he is expecting that say the price of underlying asset is likely to go up. Suppose the price of the HDFC Bank is right now an amount of rupees 1500 and I am expecting that the price will increase, then in that case I will buy the security, and that is simply we understand is the long position on the HDFC Bank. If at all I am expecting that say the price of a security will fall down, then in that case in that case say I will take the short position on the cash market. It means that say I will enter into the transaction for selling of underlying asset, and if the price reduces, then in that case I will make the profit, as what we have understood in this example. At 600 you have entered into the transaction for sale. Why? Because you are expecting the price to fall down. When the price is actually falling down, then later on you buy the security, and with that say you will be able to make the profit. Of course you will be able to make profit, say subject to the condition that say your expectation fulfills. If at all you are expecting the price to go up, you take a long position, however the market is falling down, then in that case you will incur a loss. Reverse, if at all you are expecting the price to fall down, you take short position and the price increases, then in that case so you will incur a loss. This is what we understand.